Are you surprised there's broccoli in this? Alright guys, how are you? Listen, I'm going to do a really quick and easy fall salad that will help detoxify your body. That is right, broccoli is such a key way to give nutrition to ourselves. It has actually been shown that there are compounds in broccoli that turn on the gene that help your liver detox. So without broccoli, you are doing yourself a disservice. So I'm going to show you a way to enjoy it and not kind of dread it. And we are just going to be quick and easy as fast as we can with this. So if you guys don't know me, my name is Samantha Rowland. I am the founder of Bites of Wellness. I share lots of fun recipes just like this one on our website. I'm a nutrition coach and a personal trainer as well. Also a faster way to fat loss coach. So if you've got goals, I can help you get there. We today are going to be talking about broccoli. Now, really quick, raise your hand if you hate buying broccoli at the grocery store and having to throw away most of what you buy, the stalks, right? That was always me. I was like, gosh, such a waste of money. I hate doing this. But then if you buy the pre-cut stuff, sometimes it's not always fresh. It gets a little weird. I'm going to show you guys today what I do. So this is my big tip hack. You get a ton of nutrition in the stalks, and one of the easiest ways to eat the stalks, so this salad actually isn't about the broccoli crowns at all. I'm going to use those to make my best ever broccoli cheese soup later. Check that one out on the blog. It is absolutely one of the favorite recipes there. But we're just going to cut this up into more manageable chunks. If you get a little bit of the tops on there, that is fine. Again, more manageable chunks. Now, if you have a super thick stalk and it's got some really gnarly looking places here, these trees look fine. You may have to peel that quickly just because that really doesn't cook down. And I always peel off or cut off the very tiny bottom because it's exposed to a ton of air and gets a little bit brown. So everything else is going in the food processor. This is going to take 7 seconds, y'all. So easy peasy on high. 2, 3, 7 seconds and it's done. All right, so you'll see there's like one chunk in here. If I was being super anal, I would take it out. But to me, this is better. The cauliflower or the broccoli rice that you buy at Trader Joe's or at your grocery store, this is what they do. They're actually repurposing when they cut off all the broccoli heads. They found something to do with it. The bad thing is that when you buy it in the bag, it's been exposed. All these little guys have been exposed to a ton of air, and so they start going bad faster. So I found that I just buy broccoli in the stalk. It took 7 seconds, and I just cut it up. If you're super picky, you could take out the big chunk. This goes in the microwave, whether you buy it in the bag at Trader Joe's or you make it yourself. You want to make sure that this is cooked so it's easy to digest. I'm going to microwave it for about 3.5 minutes. While we do that, I'm going to put the dressing together for the salad, and when it's done, we can dress it together. Okay? So if you don't have plans for the rest of your broccoli, you could easily chop this up and add it to your salad as well, or you could, again, make your favorite broccoli cheese soup. Ours is vegan. It's amazing. It's dairy-free, so check out that recipe as well. This recipe is on our blog. I'm going to get rid of this. We are going to make homemade dressing. Now, you guys, I've done this before, but we have some time. Some of you didn't catch that before, so today we are using tahini. I love tahini. It's ground sesame seeds. You could use almond butter, peanut butter, whatever your favorite butter is, sunflower seed butter if you have an allergy. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of whatever your fat is. So instead of using olive oil, you're going to use ground up sesame seeds or tahini in this. The next thing that we are going to add to this is vinegar. So most recipes, salad recipes, always have a vinegar to oil. Sometimes it's 2 parts fat to 1 part vinegar. This is more of a 1.5, which is fine, super good. We are also going to add some mustard to this. Mustard is a great emulsifier, which means that it helps bind and thicken your dressing. You guys, if you're afraid of making dressing at home, make this salad dressing, change your mind. You could do the same dressing with balsamic vinegar instead of the apple cider vinegar, and you guys would have one bomb.com, just regular old salad dressing that is so easy to make. And then to this, you could add some maple syrup. I'm on a low carb day today, so I'm actually not going to add the maple. If you're trying to keep it Whole30, you could not add the maple too. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what's that, like 15 turns, it went from nothing to this really thick dressing. So we're gonna salt, put some garlic powder in this, and then we're gonna add some water to thin it out. Otherwise, this would be way too thick. You guys see it gets thicker and thicker as it sits. So to that, we're going to season it. Some garlic powder, about half of a teaspoon, not a ton, just enough. If you wanted to add your favorite spice mix to this, you could. The Wild Tree Garlic Galore would be really good here. Also, the Tuscany one would be good in here too. And then, like I said, we need about 3 tablespoons of water to thin this out to a good point. I'm going to use my filtered water from our Berkey. I'm actually going to talk to you guys about this probably later this week. I'm sure you see it over here all the time. You're like, what the heck is that thing over there? So we'll talk about that. And then a pinch of salt. And I know that's not as fast as shaking up a salad dressing, but y'all, this is so much better. All the ingredients are quality ingredients. This is gonna be really filling. It's super tasty. You get to control everything that goes in here. There's no artificial anything. The dog's walking around like, what are you cooking for me? So you guys will see now that this is much more of a dressing consistency. So I'm gonna let that sit out. The other part of this recipe is going to be just a roasted red pepper. I buy mine just at the grocery store. I don't roast them myself. I don't have a lot of time. That's craziness. So just get some roasted peppers. I'm going to use a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow. You can see that's done. So we're about 5 minutes into this recipe now, not too bad. You guys, if you want to grab easy recipes like this, we've got an ebook. It's a low carb lunch ebook. It's $15.95 or something like that. All the recipes are quick like this to make. They're super simple and easy. So if you're constantly struggling with like, I don't know what to make, you're in a food rut, check out that recipe ebook. I'll link to it. But it's a great resource to have if you're short on time but you still want to eat really well. I'm going to call this one pepper because they're all kind of chopped up. So you can see this is nice and bright green now. It's been about 3 minutes in there. Normally I would want this to cool off a little bit before I ate it, but we're live on TV, so or on the Facebook I should say. Just gonna chop up our red pepper. I'm not that fancy, y'all. And my question to y'all is, does it feel like fall where you live? Because as you can see, I'm still in a tank top here in Wilmington. It is not feeling like fall yet. So we have roasted red pepper, a great source of vitamin C. You guys, if you're worried about getting sick this year, get some red pepper in your life. It's a great thing. We're gonna add the dressing. Just gonna stir all this up. So this is a great meal prep meal because the broccoli doesn't go bad because it's just broccoli and dressing. So if you wanted to make this early in the week, you certainly could, and you could eat off of it. You could add things to this as well. So if you're working and you're like, you know what, I have some cruciferous crunch, or I have some Brussels sprouts, throw whatever you love in there. We're gonna add some walnuts for some healthy fats, some omega-3s. My hands are a little bit off here. So about 1/4 of a cup. And just a heads up, you may not need all that dressing depending on how much broccoli you got out of here. I only used about half, which is fine. I may actually add some lettuce to this as well, or some spinach. And then you could also add, the recipe has that you add cranberries to this as well to make it more of a fall salad. Again, I'm doing a low carb day today, so I'm not gonna add the cranberries. However, I do wanna point out just quickly that I try to get my cranberries that are sweetened with apple juice instead of sugar. Traditional cranberries are very, very tart. So it takes a ton of sugar to get them to taste the way that you're used to a craisin to taste. These taste just like craisins, except they use, again, apple juice instead of sugar. So I just grabbed mine on Vitacost. I've seen them at Whole Foods, things like that. Super easy. Stock up on them. This is the time of year. But ultimately, this is the salad, you guys. It's super filling. You could add whatever protein that you love, whether that's just some chicken or some salmon or whatever it is. But this is so filling, super easy to make, and I hope that if you make this, you tag me on Facebook or Instagram, because I love to see when you guys make our recipes. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. Again, check out that ebook. It's a really great deal. And always check the website for more ideas. Have a great night, guys.